Right, might as well start off with the lures. Pretty much use just about any scented oil that you like. You just have to stay away from the fruits. So raspberry, strawberry, boysenberry, any of the fruits you have to stay away from because the birds will go after them and you'll end up in a bit of deep shit if you go catching wood pigeons. I think last time I checked they were about 20 grand each. I've just been going through the kitchen rating what I could find. Normally when I'd make this up I'd use a 5 kg of the cheapest flour I could find and just put it in a 10 litre chlorine bucket or a 10 litre lidded bucket. And I'll just add a couple of drops of aniseed oil. So for the 5 kg it'd be 2 capfuls, that's it. And then usually around 500 grams to a kilo of 500 grams to a kilo of rolled oats. And the rolled oats just help break up the flour on the bottle so that you can actually pour it. And to get it all into the bottle, it's got a Coke bottle top. Found the 2.25 litre a bit better because they hold a bit of volume. And as for the bottles themselves, you can use milk bottles. The budget detergent bottles are probably the best. Otherwise, chemical bottles, so white vinegar, a bit heavier plastic than the milk bottles. So because I'm just demonstrating, I'm not going to go making up lure for it, so yeah. The Coke bottle just fits in there. A few holes in there. Wire in there. There we go. Yeah, staples. Just use 50mm barbs. I do tend to go through and give them a tap with a hammer to straighten them out so that they don't go getting all difficult on us. Yeah. Alright, the traps. So if when I'm transporting them or storing them, then there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can just thread them all through the chain. So you grab the chain, just go through all the traps like that. So there's 10 of them there, and then I've just put a carabiner around them so that I can carry them a bit easier. Now you can use that, and then when you want one, you just there it is. But what I tended to do the most is I just put a carabiner through the loops. So just like that. And what the advantage this gave me was that I could just use it as a carry handle, so you can just pick it up like that. There's your traps. Walk around with them. Not a problem. When you need one, just unclip one, pull it off. then away you went. Now for carrying them, well, we're going to use a pack. When I was trapping commercially, there were 2 packs that I'll be using. So this is a MacPack Tweeze. You fit, I've had 40 or 50 traps into that at times. It's not really designed for taking that, but it didn't get hot. It's got no holes or anything. Got no holes or anything. It's still got a flour all over it. The important thing is that if you're getting a pack, make sure that the harness fits you. So that was the battler. So that's the one that did all my commercial and fur trapping. So that would have 100. That pack would have 100 traps in it. The original backing for its history. So what I've done is I've just put a MacPack Cascade onto it, and just attached it. Found the MacPack harness doesn't actually fit me properly. A bit disappointing. However, that harness fits me fine, so I've just jury rigged it. You can see it's got a bit of battle damage on it, because when I was trapping with it, I'd hang the traps off the top of the posts. There we go. Pretty much just like that. And I'd usually rig up a 10 aside, and then I could actually just reach up behind me. I could pull that off without having to take the pack off to get it. And she's carried a fair few loads. It's bent, all the pins of the harnesses are bent. But the harness is still good, so when you're putting a pack on, you want that hip belt there is what's taking all the weight. So you want that done up tight around your waist, and then it'll the pack will sit on it, and you just put in the shoulder straps over, just stop the thing from falling over and moving around. Once you do that, you can carry the full load of the pack, and you're not actually going to feel it on your shoulders. You'll feel it in your hips and your legs, but that's about it. Alright. Now, if you don't want to spend money on carabiners, because they can be expensive, you can use the good old Mark 1 number 8 wire. And all you do is just bend a couple of hooks into the end of it. Like so. And then you can just thread your traps through them. And you get your carry handle, there again. You can put 10 of these on, or depending how big you make the loops, you can go 10, 20, 30. Up to you. Right. Set these up. You'd set the pan so that actually took about 1 kg of weight to push down. However, if you do that, I've found that after a couple of days in the bush, then it just binds up a bit and you end up with it not actually going off. So most people tend to run it fairly loose. To set it, put my hand across the top of it like that. Other hand underneath, down the bottom of it like that. So I'm using the base of the thumb there on top of the spring. Make sure the dog's facing away from you. Then when you open it up, just peel it open. Then you can use your thumb on the top. Pull it down. Pinch it, use your finger, roll the dog over, hold it down, and then just use, you can see it, use your use your ring finger from underneath, lift the pan up, and okay. Not sure if you can see it. Now what we want to do for a good set is you want to try and go about halfway here between the dog and the pan, and you want the pan to be level. It's a nice level set. Yep. On the trap, it's a swivel there. So if you're in long grass, you want to clear the long grass away from the trap within the range of the train, because if that gets clogged up with grass, it's going to stop rotating, and you're going to break the possum's leg, or it's going to break itself.